When to file ISF for novelties. Welcome to our video on when to file an importer security filing, ISF, for novelties. Novelties can be exciting products that catch the attention of consumers, but when it comes to importing them, there are certain rules and regulations that need to be followed. In this video, we will deep dive into customs brokerage, customs bond, and the requirements for filing an ISF for novelties. So let's get started. Before we delve into the specifics of when to file an ISF for novelties, let's briefly touch on customs brokerage. Customs brokerage is a profession that involves the clearing of goods through customs barriers for importers and exporters. It includes assessing customs duties, taxes, and fees, and ensuring compliance with customs regulations. Customs brokers play a crucial role in facilitating the smooth flow of international trade. One important aspect of customs brokerage is the customs bond. A customs bond is a financial guarantee between three parties: the importer, the surety, usually an insurance company, and the customs agency. It is required by the customs agency to ensure the importer's compliance with customs regulations, including the payment of duties and taxes. A customs bond provides protection to the customs agency in case of non-compliance by the importer. Now, let's shift our focus to the importer security filing, ISF. The ISF is a requirement imposed by U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, for all ocean shipments entering the United States. It must be filed by the importer or their authorized agent no later than 24 hours before the goods are loaded onto a vessel at the foreign port. The ISF includes information about the goods, the parties involved, and the vessel carrying the shipment. When it comes to novelties, the general rule is that an ISF must be filed for each individual shipment. Novelties can vary greatly in their nature, but if they are considered commercial goods and are being imported for sale or distribution, an ISF is required. This applies to both individual importers and commercial importers. Therefore, if you are importing novelty items for business purposes, you should make sure to file an ISF for each shipment. However, there are a few exceptions to consider. If the novelty items are being imported for personal use and not for sale or distribution, an ISF may not be required. Personal use refers to items that are intended for personal enjoyment or consumption and not for commercial purposes. It is crucial to understand the distinction between commercial and personal use to determine whether or not an ISF is necessary. Now that we know when to file an ISF for novelties, let's briefly go over the ISF filing process. The ISF must be filed electronically through the Automated Broker Interface, ABI, or any other approved electronic data interchange system. It requires specific information such as the buyer and seller information, HTS codes, container stuffing location, and more. Failing to comply with the ISF filing requirements can result in penalties and delays in the clearance process. Compliance with customs regulations, including filing an ISF for novelties, brings several benefits. Firstly, it ensures a smooth customs clearance process, reducing the risk of delays and additional costs. Secondly, it helps maintain a good relationship with the customs agency, reducing the likelihood of audits or inspections. Finally, compliance demonstrates professionalism and a commitment to ethical business practices. Thank you for watching our video on when to file an ISF for novelties. We hope you found this information helpful. If you have any more questions or need assistance with customs brokerage, customs bonds, or ISF filings, feel free to reach out to us. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. Disclaimer note below. Happy importing and see you in the next one.